Hi, my name's Alan Brown. I'm a technologist and an educator, but I'm also a professor in digital economy at the University of Exeter Business School. I'd like to talk about what we're doing today as we think about the application and use of digital technologies. And I'd like to give you an illustration of why I think we're going through a disruptive phase and why I think about digital technology as a revolution. It's easy for us to say, yes, we've been through lots of changes. Digital technology is just another one. I'd like to give you an illustration of why I think we're living through a digital revolution. Let me take an example. I have in front of me a glass of water. I'd like to argue that what we can do today is significant because any analog device, such as a glass, can now be wrapped in a digital wrapper. What do I mean by that? So what can we do with this glass? Of course, we can put some technology in the base of this glass, can't we? What could that do? Well, it could be GPS. It could tell us where this glass is. Simple technology that says this glass is in this room or on this table. So I might have, my favorite app on my phone, where'smycup.com, which tells me where this glass is and tells me how I find it if I've lost it. For a glass, that might not be so important, but for a resource that perhaps is in demand or is expensive or that must be shared, these sorts of apps are very common. Trying to find out where things are, key assets in your organization, looking around a campus or a building to find the assets that you need to do some task or to do some job. But also we can do more with this glass. We could maybe have something that tells you the weight of this. What's in the glass? Is it full? Is it empty? Is it hot? Is it cold? Are the contents new and fresh, or have they become stale? It could tell us that this is now something you shouldn't drink. Maybe we can learn about who drinks it by who holds it, how often they drink. Why is this important? Why wrapping analog devices in a digital wrapper? Why is that interesting and important, and why am I saying it's revolutionary? Because what we can begin to learn is the context in which this glass is used. So I'm going to argue that when I created this glass in a factory, when I manufactured it, I didn't create any value. When I sell it to you, I got your £5, you got the glass. I didn't create any value. I create value when you use it. So my interest is not, can I optimize what goes on in the factory to make it cheaper, to make it with a different material, to reduce my marketing costs or my distribution costs. I'm more interested in saying, can I find out how you use it? Can I understand if you use it more in the mornings than in the evenings? If you use it for hot or cold drinks? If you use it in different ways when you're with different people? I'm interested in context, your usage. Why? Because then I can provide better service to you. I can understand how I should design it for different uses. I can begin to change the payment models. Maybe I give you the glass and you pay for its use. Different uses may involve different payments. This is the kind of revolutionary, changing kind of thinking that we're seeing in many kinds of things that we use today, from the way in which you use transportation, the way in which aircraft engines are bought and sold, the way in which factories are managed, the way in which goods and services are used. We're moving to a world which says, how do we understand value in use? How do we begin to manage for value in use? How do we gather data about usage? How do I learn about your behaviors so that I can serve you better, offer you new products and services, differentiate pricing? But importantly, let's think about sustainability. When I create these glasses, I want to sell you as many as possible, don't I? I make more money if you buy 5 than if you buy 2. If you store them in the cupboard and never use them, I don't care. If you throw them in landfill, it doesn't bother me. I got my money when you bought it. But if this glass is, I only get paid when you use it, why would I want to manufacture glasses that aren't used? Why would I want it to be sitting in your cupboard, unused? Why would I want you to have 5 of them? So I get to a different point of view. I say, how can I make more money selling less glasses? Whoa, now that's a revolutionary thought. How can I reduce the effect on the environment by selling less glasses, by making them used more, by understanding the management of the glass, by servicing it and repairing it and making it available more often. And I get value when you use it. That changes the dynamic of many different things in many different organizations. We start to ask different questions. We start to organize differently. We start to create a use of digital technologies that changes the way our organization provides products and services, manages the value that's created, and creates a business model that's much more inclusive, that's much more open, and that's much more sensitive to sustainability needs and the environment. That's revolutionary.